Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I think, piece 7 out of 12. I'm drinking some decaf coffee here as I'm doing this voiceover because that's how I have to roll nowadays. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying this series. Now, I just want to point out real quick that I have been receiving a lot of feedback from you guys, and they seem to be very positive, so I guess I'm not going to change much. I just want to say thank you so much for watching and getting back to me. I guess that is what inspires me to continue. So we still have a few pieces left, and here we have apple. Wanted to do 3 different colors of apples. And I've noticed that I'm gonna probably talk about later is that I think I have like a thing down now for when I do these, like how I'm painting. I'm not really that experimental still with the colors, but it's the way I lay it down now. It's like I add texture and stuff like that, and then I add a layer on top of it so it's not too harsh. You're gonna see this on the main red apple here. The technique later, and honestly I think it looks pretty cool, at least in real life. I don't know if the camera is gonna pick that up or not, but I still think that they turned out to be at least alright enough to be in the series. I didn't have to redo anything or anything, so yeah. But I enjoy playing around with still the gradients of like, or the color scheme of like the red apple, for example. I have some yellow in there, as you can see. But I do later go in with some blues and stuff as well. I know, sounds scary. I think I'm doing it right here. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. It's scary, man, but it works a little bit. I mean, I messed it up, but in the end, I think I like it, but the process is always like, all right, what am I doing kind of thing. Like, you don't really know what you're doing. I guess that's what a challenge is all about. And if you're interested in watching like the playlist of this, I made a playlist. I don't think I'm linking it in the description though, but maybe I should start doing that, but then I have to go back and then edit the other ones. Just go to my channel and then playlists, and it's right there. Ah, yes, the sliced piece of apple. I wanted to have that, like, it's been cut for a while kind of color, but also a little bit of freshness to it. Like, it's not too old. So I'm playing around with browns and yellow ochres and stuff like that. And kind of, I really like the texture of the state right there. I think it looks pretty cool. But I think, I don't remember if I fixed it or not, but yeah. And the seeds, obviously gotta have apples with seeds. And on the green apple here, I'm adding a lot of blue greens, and then also blue itself, and obviously Mr. Sap green. And my favorite type of apple, Golden Delicious, I think it's called. They're yellow. They're my favorite. So I wanted to squeeze that little guy in there in the back. So right now it's looking like a mess, right? Like, but give it time. It'll get there. That's the thing, like the process can throw you off. You're like, am I even doing this right? Should I even continue? But usually I think you should at least push through and see what you can do. You might still not like it in the end, but Because I remember thinking, like, right here, I was like, well, I mean, yeah, okay, we have a bunch of apples, but they don't look crisp yet. Like, and I mean, I knew I wasn't even done with the details yet, but I don't know, I was kind of thrown off a little bit, but I decided to keep at it, and I'm kind of glad I did. Because I kind of like the way it looks. Adding some blues to the shadow here. Blues, mixing my own grays and the purple. It's a bit of purple in there. And now definitely make some purple when I add the red there. Gotta have that color reflection. Now I'm sort of starting with defining the objects a little bit more, now that I have my first coat down, so to speak. Gotta make sure you get the elements in there, the levels. And here I am going in with the details that I'm talking about. As it stands, it might look a little rough, but the last coating I'm adding on top of everything, it kind of makes it blend more together. Like, it looks like, oh, okay, that's an apple. At least I feel in the end, and I think here I am adding the last layer of paint, and you can see how it then kind of like marries into each other, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, now I see it. Like, it looks like an apple. Like, that's, I felt like what was missing, and I'm so, like, I was scared to just put paint on top of everything, but I'm so happy I did, and I feel like I think I have it down now. Like, this is kind of what I'm gonna start doing for the rest of the pieces. It's just like, you go in with a base coat, and then you go in with the details, and then add that finish top layer, because it makes it look so much better. So I'm adding more details to the other apples, and I'm doing the same thing. And it makes it just look instantly 1,000 times better, because you can still see the textures that I did, so it's not like it was a waste or anything. That's the thing about watercolor, with the transparency, like, it really works together. Thank God. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed this piece, and, you know, keep leaving feedback, whether they're positives or negatives. It doesn't matter to me. I do just want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.